Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kemi, and I'm here to talk about Bravo's Love Hotel Season 1, Episode 8. So, we are at the season finale. We're going to find out who the ladies chose. And I'm so sorry that it's taking me so long to drop this, but as you can see, I'm having issues with this eye, and I just have not been able to function right. Okay, so I had to get this video out to you guys. So we start off where we left off with the Shannon and Earl. So they decide to talk and they fix their communication, or not even really fix it, but they discuss like how they're going to do better or whatever. So we find out tonight is the last date, which is going to be an overnight date. And the ladies has to choose a guy that they want to do the overnight date with, and whoever they don't choose goes home. And when they said that, I was just like, okay, so if whoever they choose, that means that's the person that they're gonna choose, right? Like it didn't make sense to me why the person would go home, but I guess. So Giselle was just like, I need to have a date. I need to have a date with both of them. It can't be like I pick one and the other goes home. I need to have a last night with both of them. So I want to split my date in half, one with Phil and one with the other guy. I can't even think what that guy's name is. I don't remember what his name is, but whoever he is. So um Joel is just like, okay, fine, you can do that. And so Asher's just like, well, I would like to have my overnight date with Wale, but I would like to do brunch with Ralph. And so he was just like, okay, we can do that. And then, of course, Shannon decides to have her overnight date with Earl, and Luann decides to do hers with Jane. So they each do their overnight date. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Wale and Ashley go on a boat. Like they do like a little boat ride. They do a boat ride. Um, it was a cute little date. Um, Shannon and Earl had like a little horseback riding, like on the beach type date. That was cute. James and Luann did like a dinner date for their date. So that was also cute. Um Giselle with Phil was her first date. They did like a little spa type thing, and they were like, I think they got massages. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it as I'm talking. So yeah, they did like a little like spa date type thingy, which was cute. Shannon and Earl, they did their horseback riding, and then they did dinner, they talked, they stayed the night together. um Giselle did her first half of her date was with Phil. They did the spa, then they left, and then she did the other half of her date with the other guy, which I can't think of his name. I don't know, not know why I can't think of his name, but they do like a dinner date or whatever. Um, so they all do their dates. It was good. Ashley, she kicked like after some time, she Wale didn't stay the night with her, like, cuz he was only like he was supposed to stay the night, but he didn't. So the next morning she does her dinner, no, she does her brunch date with Ralph, and she does her brunch date with Ralph, and she talks to him, and they had like a little good conversation or whatever. So we get to the next day, like, that night, they all are going to talk to their guys, and they're going to say if they're gonna check out of the Love Hotel with the guy or by themselves. So Luann, of course, she checked out with James. Shannon checks out with Earl, which I didn't think she was gonna do it. Like I said in my last video, I thought she was gonna check out. She was gonna check out on her, like check out by herself and not pick anyone. But she decided to check out with Earl. So it's just like, okay, so she's gonna try this with Earl. And then Giselle shocked me because I really thought she was going to check out by herself. But she actually decides to pick that other guy, which again, I can't remember his name, which is so wild. It's just like he wasn't here for long and you actually picked him, and it's just like I can't even remember his name. So she checks out with him. And then we have Ashley. She she talks to Wale first and she lets him know that she's not going to check out with him, and he had wrote her a note, and in the note he was just like, even though like he knew, he was just like, even though you didn't check out with me, I hope that you are happy or whatever. And she started crying, and he was just like, it's okay, it's like, it's cool, I understand. And she was crying or whatever, so he leaves. And then she's crying to Joel, and she's just like, oh my god, did I make the wrong decision, did I make the wrong decision? And it was just like, yeah, you did, girl, you did. So she ends up checking out with Ralph, and it's just like, oh, that's who she wanted or whatever. So that's how we so that's those are who the girls pick. So it's um I'm gonna get his name. I'm so sorry, because it's Giselle and that guy. I'm so sorry. I just feel so bad not knowing his name, because it's like, like, girl, you pick the guy and then no one knows his name. So it's just like, I really need to know his name. So we see, okay, so Giselle, here we go. Let's see. Okay, Theo, that's his name. So Giselle picks Theo, Shannon picks Earl, Luann picks James, and Ashley picked Ralph. So we end the episode and we get the what is it? What is it called? I can't think. The time cards are telling you what's happened. So we find out that Giselle and Theo made plans to meet in NYC for Halloween. Um, they made plans to meet for Halloween. What happened? Let me see. Okay, I'm just gonna play. So Giselle and Theo made plans for to meet in NYC for Halloween, but plans never came together because Theo lost his phone. So it was just like, excuse me, you couldn't get another phone? He just wanted to come on this show because it was just like, what? Like, okay, girl, okay, guy, whatever. So we have, then it says Giselle is still talking to Phil and has plans to visit him in Bel Air. She's considering taking him and his Rolls Royce for another spin. So it's just like, girl, you should have just picked him from jump. Like, you did all of this just to what? I guess. So then we see Earl and Shannon's time card, and it says that, yeah, they're off. After filming, Shannon visited Earl in Georgia, and Earl spent time in Orange County. So they did have a little back and forth or whatever, but after a couple of months, Shannon realized that he wasn't the one for her. So she's still looking, or she remains single right now. So then we get um the Ashley and Ralph end credit or whatever, and they ask her in the confessional, do you think you made the right choice? And she was just like, did I make the right choice? And then we get the time card that they didn't make it. It says, to Ashley's surprise, Ralph wasn't the right daddy to fix her daddy issues. It's just like, y'all are tripping with these what's it called? Um these time cards. It says their relationship fizzled outside of the Love Hotel, but she still talks to Wale. It says Wale may have checked out of the Love Hotel, but he hasn't checked out of the Ashleyverse. And they show like a screenshot of text messages, like he checks in with her periodically just to check on her and make sure she's doing well, and she likes that. So she likes that he's checking up on her or whatever. And then we see the end credit for Luann and what's this guy's name? What's this man's name? Luann and James. And they're the only ones that are still holding strong. And it's just like, Wow, I was not expecting them to be the ones that were holding strong. I really thought he was gonna like turn into be like, crazy, like stalkerish, but he's holding on strong, and so they're like they're still together as of the um ending of this the ending of like when this show ended, the editing or whatever. The taping of this I'm sorry guys, they're still together as of the ending of this. Now, she did go on Watch What Happens Live right after this, and I did not watch it because I don't Watch What Happens Live like that. I should have watched it just to see if they were still together as of the taping of Watch What Happens Live, since that is, they say it's live, but I think they tape it like a day before, I guess. I don't know. But I should have watched to see if they were still together. But yeah, that was the episode. Again, not a lot happened. It was a really good this season was actually really good. I did like this show. I do hope they come back for another season of this with some new housewives. Um I would want to see, I don't know who I would want to see on this next season, cuz I'm trying to think of all the I guess we could put Heather from Salt Lake City on. I don't like her, but she's the only one that I can think of that's single. We got Heather. I'm pretty sure there's another girl from an OC franchise that they could put on. Um, from Potomac. Um, I can't think of who else on Potomac right now is single. Maybe, what's that girl's name? Stacy. Maybe Stacy. Or Kiarna, if she's still not with Greg, because I don't know if they're still together, but maybe Kiarna or Stacy, since they're newly singled. Um, I don't know who on Jersey is free. I know on New York, I can't think of, because I feel like all the ladies on New York are married except for Bryn, but she's not coming back to New York. So I don't think they would want to do, especially after how their season ended. I don't think they'd want to do anything else with her. So I don't think she would be a good fit to come back on the show. Or to come on this show. And then with not Potomac, maybe Cynthia from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Maybe, I don't know. I can't think of, because like I think all the ladies on Dubai are married, and I don't even know if they're coming back with another season of Dubai. I don't know the ladies on OC. Jersey, I can't think of anybody that's single on Jersey. Um ooh, maybe Larsa from Larsa or Kiki. Well, I don't know. Is Kiki married? I was gonna say from Miami, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna have. I don't know. I don't know who else, but I want them to come back with another season because again, I did like the show, so I think this was a good little, cute little show. I know. I think they said they were maybe doing like a wife swap, Real Housewives edition type show that they were gonna try to do. So if they're gonna do that, that's something that I would want to see. But again, all in all, I did like the season. I thought it was pretty good. Hopefully, we'll get back with we'll get another season of this. Who they'll bring on, not really sure, but I think this was a good little premise or whatever. If they do the wife swaps, Real Housewives edition, that's something that I would watch and review as well, because I think that would be a good little premise. Because I did like watching how wife swap, because that was wild. But we shall see. But I will be coming to you with Real Housewives of Miami. I'm gonna have to do like maybe the first two episodes or three together, depending on when this situation gets together. And I still have some other videos that I need to put out. But thank you for joining me on this ride. And if you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one.